thought, it must be an aftershock of an earthquake. And that's when we started evacuating. My family they actually live further inland, but my mom was saying she actually felt it as well. She left the house. We live in a landed property. She felt it quite strongly as well. Left the house and stuff like that. And my sister called me from KL to say that she felt the aftershock as well. And wanted to know whether I was okay.
I was actually lying down on the couch when it happened. I felt there was a bit of movement, and at the same time my daughter came out of her room as well, and I could hear the medals in her room which are hanging on the window. They were rattling, and she felt the movement as well. So we both stood here and we were watching this is the best indicator that we have our water bottle. You can see the water moving. It was going on for a while. It's not the first time we've experienced an earthquake. It's happened before. Doesn't last as long, but this was going on for a while. So we actually decided to bolt. We actually walked down. When we got down, there was quite a few people already down there. So everyone was quite, I think, a bit rattled by it as well. So a little bit nervous when it happened, but after that, it's happened before, so I wasn't too apprehensive about coming back up, but it was okay. Then it happened again. The second one was actually more scary because when the second one occurred, I was actually in the kitchen preparing dinner, and it was like a knocking sound at first. I could hear like something, and I thought it was my fridge door that I hadn't closed properly. So I actually went to the fridge. I tried to open the door and shut it again. Did it a few times, but the knocking was still there. And that's when I turned around and I noticed that the water was again, and I think the sounds were there before I felt the tremor. After I closed the fridge door a second time, that's when I turned around and I saw the water was moving again. And this time the swaying was actually a bit more, I felt it more. And it seemed to go on for longer as well. But yeah, it was pretty scary. And it was after that I was watching the news, and they said it was a 8.2, the second one. But it was apparently a lot shallower, so that might explain why it was actually felt a bit stronger at the time.
First, I didn't know. Then after that, Balvin helped to check with the phone, and then realized it got earthquake at Sumatra. After everything happened, we came up. Then I called my mom. That's all. During that time, we didn't really thought of calling my mom.
So you were downstairs for how long?
About 5 minutes.
I was watching television, playing my Game Boy, and then after that, I felt my aquarium water shaking. So after that, I just told my sister that I think there's like a tremors. So opened the door, and then we went out of the house. We went downstairs. Then we just waited about 5 minutes downstairs. Then we came back up.